Hi everyone, this is Patricia and welcome to Powerup English Online. Today we're going to talk about the weather and why the weather is so important. Everybody talks about the weather. Well, if you are planning your vacation, if you want to check which dress you are going to wear, which outfit you're going to wear for the party next weekend, all these situations, the weather is really important. So let's learn some vocabulary about the weather. Let's go for it. Sunny, cloudy, rainy, windy, snowy, foggy. All right, what's this? Oh, it's sunny. It's sunny and it's hot, very hot. When we talk about cloudy, we usually can say it's cloudy, or when there are just some clouds in the sky, you say it's partially cloudy. When there are lots of clouds in the sky, you can say that it's mostly cloudy. When it is foggy, okay, it's because it's difficult to see. So it's like London. London is famous for its foggy weather. When we talk about the weather, we also talk about the temperature. Some people think that we just have hot or cold. But no, we have other ways to say that. We have hot. It's hot when it's around 30, 35 degrees Celsius. So it's really hot. When it's around 20, 22, 25, we say that it is warm, all right? Warm. When it is around 15 to 18, we usually need a jacket, but not a heavy coat. So we say it is cool. Repeat with me. Cool. Now, when it's like 0 or negative, in this way, it's really cold. All right? So let's repeat. Hot, warm, cool, and cold. Other two words that are very useful when we talk about the weather are wet and dry. And what is the difference? When it's rainy, it's always wet. Why? Because there is water. Okay, so it's wet. The opposite of wet, the opposite of wet is dry. So dry, no water. The opposite of wet is dry. So dry, no water. So what is a perfect day to go to the beach? Sunny, hot, and dry. All right? Now, another thing that we have to study is, in a conversation, how do we ask about the weather? What is the question we use to talk about the weather? Well, there are two ways to talk about the weather. Most of the books and the grammars bring this question. What's the weather like? So for example, what's the weather like in London today? What's the weather like in New York today? What's the weather like in Belo Horizonte today? Right? But in everyday use, we can also ask the question, how's the weather? So how's the weather today in London? How's the weather today in New York? How's the weather today in Belo Horizonte? Okay? So for example, here in Belo Horizonte today is cloudy and warm. And what's the weather like in your city? How's the weather like in your city? I want you to leave a comment here on the video telling me what's the weather like in your city. So write the name of the city and tell me what's the weather like in your city today. So let's go, just a revision. So when we want to talk about the weather, remember the two questions. What's the weather like? and how's the weather like. And which words do we use? We use sunny, cloudy, rainy, windy, snowy, and foggy to talk about the temperatures: hot, warm, cool, and cold. All right? Great, fantastic, guys. Just one suggestion. I imagine that everybody has a smartphone, right? So go on the settings of your phone and change it to the English language, right? Most of the phones, they have the app about the weather. Put the app in your mobile phone and check it every day. Write there your favorite cities in the world. Check what's the weather like in 3, 4, 5 different cities in the world. And you are going to see that it's very interesting because if you are in the south, like I am in Brazil, it's pretty warm these days. But if you are in the north, like Canada, it's cool or even cold. So don't do this, okay? Change your mobile phone or cell phone, change the settings, put it in English, and check the weather in every part of the world. Check the weather in different cities in your country and in other countries. All right? Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, like it, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. You are more than welcome to Power Up English Online. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.